Who are you? What have you done?
You ask as if I were a ruffian, a wanderer with no place in this palace. Know that I am a son to King Shahraman, and brother of Prince Malik, who rules here in our father's name. I did not come here seeking a mythical army. I was sent to study alongside my brother, that someday I might be as great a leader as he is. This territory was once the heart of King Solomon's mighty empire. According to legend, it holds a secret we are sworn to protect. Perhaps that secret is the reason the fortress is much sought after by neighboring kingdoms. Malik was sent here so the army would have a strong commander, to discourage attacks. But even Malik's famed strength could not discourage everyone. This is not the glad welcome I was expecting. Find Malik. He'll be putting a way out of this. Go. best idea.
Such a lovely view.
Starting to feel that the odds in this matter are not in our favor.
Christ!
That's right. Run for your life. Very nice, Ethan. You're still alive? Impressive.
Shit!
My word. You truly are as strong as they say. Oh, you didn't think I'd let you get away, did you? Gotta keep Donna and Moreau entertained. So now it's time.
Jesus Christ!
That's right. Run for your life. Very nice, Ethan.
Shit!
My word. You truly are as strong as they say. Oh, you didn't think I'd let you get away, did you? Gotta keep Donna and Moreau entertained. So now it's time for the beautiful, blood-soaked grandson.
Jesus Christ!
That's right. Run for your life. Very nice, Ethan.
Shit!
My word. You truly are as strong as they say. Oh, you didn't think I'd let you get away, did you? Gotta keep Donna and Moreau entertained. So now it's time for the beautiful, blood-soaked grandson.
Girl, Miss Style, you ain't never seen a play like this. Look at my fit, what you spent on your rent, double down, now you know what I got on my wrist.
It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Cameron. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Pass to Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And there's the pass to Bogdanovic. Takes it from 10. And the rejection by Embiid. And now Philadelphia on the break. And that one no good to start him off on the night. Thomas surveying the D. Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Roddy the pass to Embiid. The rebound by Sharp.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Russell dishes to Thomas. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Maxey. The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And both free throws good for Thomas.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
He's guarded by Thomas. Inside. Here's Roddy. 5 to shoot. Here's Embiid. Chalk up 2 there.
He just knows where to go. Embiid positioning himself perfectly to get the putback.
Here's Russell. Over Maxey. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his first free throw of the game. And Philadelphia making a change here. Grimes is checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell is his commitment to work. Though he's played for a couple of teams, this guy brings it every day.
Shot by Grimes, no good.
Yet another miss, just 1 for 5, not exactly an ideal start.
I just love the determination on that backboard, coming out of the gates really, really strong.
Yeah, we're seeing some early signs that he is on his game. That putback's a good illustration of the work he's ready to put in tonight. This guy a tough cover for any defender, creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Embiid inside the line. Releases from the wing and drills it. Embiid's got 6. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. He's guarded by Russell. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And really, beyond the skills, you see right there the passion Embiid has, displaying that killer instinct.
Outside Thomas. On the wing, Johnson. Outside for Thomas. Outside Russell. Clock at 6. To the paint. Second chance effort. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Clearly a foul.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Brooklyn.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
Smith checked in for the 76ers.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Outside Russell. Now Melton. This one for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Oh, he misses the dunk. Nets leading by 6. Down low. Here's Melton. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And it's Sharp missing. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid being so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping.
Passes it to Claxton. On the wing, Melton. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Now, here is Russell. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Pass to Grimes. Feeds it to Smith. Embiid inside the line. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Russell inside. It's good.
You have the sense that D'Angelo Russell likes to play through contact. This is a tough-minded player.
Williams with the steal. Pushing it up. Here's Melton. Out to Russell. True on the 14-footer. Russell's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well, this is a main strength of D'Angelo Russell. When he gets room to shoot from the mid-range, there's no hesitation.
George passes to Smith. George trying to break free. He gets it in there.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Pass to Claxton. Back to Melton. Here's Claxton. And the rejection by Embiid.
And how about the anticipation from the big fella? Embiid is one of the league's premier shot blockers.
Your 76ers, 16.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. The 76ers trailed by 4. On the court right now, 2nd quarter starting for the Nets. And George kicks to Maxey. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Maxey's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Nets shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Johnson with the bounce pass. And here's Russell. 6 on the shot clock. The tray. The shot missing. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Here's Maxey. Here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
The shot goes up. You've got to put a body on Andre Drummond. This guy's so good off the offensive window.
Here's Russell. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nets lead by 1.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Here's Maxey. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Really the right
foul.
play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The 76ers making a switch here. Roddy's checked in. Maxey hits them both. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Well, if you're going to play the point guard position, critical that D'Angelo Russell continue to develop that aspect of his game. Nice pass.
Now here's Drummond. It's good on the putback. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
The Nets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Outside Thomas. Puts it up from 17, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Here's Roddy. Now the pass to Grimes. Drummond trying to get himself free. Grimes with the bucket. Grimes has got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers. Outside Thomas. On the wing, Johnson. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Williams comes in for D'Angelo Russell. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Now here's Thomas. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Goes back up, kicks it out to Maxey. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. And Roddy gets it to go. And the 76ers lead by 1.
Boy, you love to see this level of awareness from a big like Drummond. How about that feed to his teammate?
And there's Thomas with the 3. Rebound by the 76ers.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Roddy. Good on the 3-point shot. Now it's a 4-point 76ers lead.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Johnson. Can't hit from in close. Maxey attacking. Yabusele. Thomas grabs the rebound. Nets trail by 4. Williams passes to Thomas. Williams scanning the floor. And he's good on the 3-ball. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Sixers dancers.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Look at Philadelphia. And, of course, there's the Nets.
And right now for the 76ers, they're one of the teams that's caught everybody off guard. This season has gone about as well as they could have hoped for early on.
Absolutely, Greg. You can tell they are relishing their status as underdogs. It has fueled an impressive start.
Maxey, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Here's Roddy. Claxton covering. Maxey, no good.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Milton with the ball. Now defended by Embiid. Nobody near Williams. And it's off from three-point range. Philadelphia gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Here's Roddy. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Roddy's got the lead up to 4 now for the 76ers. Outside, Bogdanovich. Here's Claxton, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here's Maxey. 5 points in the game. The dish to Embiid. Smith for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
On the wing, Williams. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock.
76ers foul. First personal foul. Second team foul. Now into the lineup for the Nets.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Got a piece of it.
Jalen Wilson.
And now Maxey pushing it up, and no one back there to stop him. Yes, that goes in. And now a 7-point 76ers lead.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
And so it's Philadelphia heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing up
43. The Brooklyn team. 36.
Fans, your youth dance squad!
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Joel Embiid has been sensational. The 76ers leading by 7. We've got George. Tyrese Maxey out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Roddy in at power forward. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Let's go. Embiid trying to break loose. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And Thomas has it in the corner. From downtown, good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
3 points.
Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play, defended the shot, and then finished it off with the rebound.
11 feet away, and Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And the 76ers lead by 6. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Thomas. Banked in off the glass. Thomas got 5 points now this quarter.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Launches it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Russell kicks to Thomas. Johnson with the bounce pass. Shoots from the baseline. That one rolling around and rims out. Philadelphia lead by 7. Dishes it to Embiid. He feeds it to George. Over Johnson. And it's George missing. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Passes to Sharp. Fires the 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Johnson outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. And here's Russell. Shot clock at 6. Shoots. And again, it's the net's missing.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
It's stolen. Thomas goes in. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Thomas got 13.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the 76ers call time here.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it, fans.
So both teams making some changes here. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. George passes to Drummond. Over Claxton. Yabusele, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the 76ers lead by 9.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Melton kicks to Williams. Nets passing it around. Wilson, defended by George. To the wing on the left. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
76ers foul. Quentin Grimes. Second personal foul. First team foul.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Good on the triple.
The three-pointer becomes a very high percentage shot when he's that wide open. You better get a hand in his face.
Pass to Grimes. Yabusele outside. George. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Nice on-time pass to Paul George. He's shot ready. Nicely done.
The pass to Williams. Pass to Claxton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the 76ers.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Now, something else we've seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to drop. Big points coming from three-point range right now. Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Pass to Melton. 1:22 left in the third. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question, Greg. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
The 76ers leading by 8. Yabusele. Claxton covering. Now here's Williams. Defense right on him.
Nets foul. Trendon Watford. First personal foul.
Cameron Johnson's checked in for Brooklyn.
Cameron Johnson.
Philadelphia's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Pass to Grimes. To the middle. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
You see an opportunity if you're Paul George, say the athleticism's still a part of who I am.
Yeah, boy.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Johnson outside. 20 seconds left to play in the third. Wilson covered by Smith. 5 on the clock. The rebound by Paul George. Now here is Smith to the inside. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. 76ers ahead. They're up by 10. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Russell is out there with Thomas. Then it's Sharp. Then it's Johnson. And it's Claxton in at the 4-man position. It's picked off. On the wing, Johnson lets it go from deep. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Inside and taken away by Johnson. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break.
76ers foul call.
Bogdanovich, who's checked in for Cameron Johnson.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for the Nets, Bojan Bogdanovich.
Here's Thomas. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And the pass to Grimes. Now here is Smith. Claxton covering. There's the triple. The shot by Grimes, no good.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Here's Claxton. Over Smith. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys, things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
And Russell gets it to go.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Here's Maxey. Nailed from three-point land. And the 76ers lead by 7.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Paul George, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Russell passes to Claxton. Nets passing it around. Outside Russell. Just 5 on the clock. Over Maxey. And again, it's the Nets missing. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the 76ers. They've led by as much as 10. Shoots. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And it's a 9-point Philadelphia lead.
Absolutely great timing on the putback by Andre Drummond.
Russell kicks to Bogdanovich. Outside Thomas. Back to Bogdanovich. Passes it to Thomas. He's looking for Claxton and finds him. Tries again. He lays it in.
Nick Claxton.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And the basket by Lowry.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Nets trailed by 10. Here's Thomas. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Drummond's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Maxey. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Maxey's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers. Thomas against George. Thomas inside. No good. Shot missing. Here's Philadelphia.
2 minutes remaining.
They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
That doesn't go either for Thomas.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
Here's Drummond. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Drummond's got 6 in the quarter.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Back to Bogdanovich. Elbow shot is on the way. Great positioning on the putback.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a 6th sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets. Here's Thomas, and Embiid with the block.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance. For the 76ers.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge. And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was
for Joel Embiid.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
And Embiid with a clear path to the hoop. And Embiid throws it down.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt, GA. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Here's Russell. And that one drops for him.
Well, the more experience you get in understanding how to run pick and roll, the better you become. D'Angelo Russell improving his decision-making.
Here's Embiid. It counts.
saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Joel Embiid.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance.
Hey, it's all on the line. Whole team going